I'm going to give you my opinion whether you like it or not.
Dead people and fucking bleach water. Hydroxychloroquine and demon sperm. Going after a doctor because your cousin on Facebook put some conspiracy shit on there and you believed it. Feeling like wearing a mask is against your freedom, but giving out a deadly fucking virus isn't against mine. Welcome to America 2020. The fuck are we doing? What? I tried to approach this sensibly. I tried to approach this with some tact. I tried to approach this realistically, and I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't. We have now reached a point in this pandemic where a doctor who also believes that demons have sex with you when you're asleep and you end up getting impregnated with demon sperm is being praised by the President of the United States. And we have now hit over 158,000 deaths from COVID. And people are still arguing over the idea of wearing a mask to the point where they actually had a guy shoot up a humidor store after stealing some cigars. Then the next day, the police went to get him and he shot at them. And we were told, well, he's just not handling the pandemic well. Can somebody explain to me how we got here? Why do we hate intelligence and elite thinking the way we do? We have people running for Congress and for the Senate and for the presidency that are ill-equipped to do what the fuck it is that they're supposed to be doing. We have that now. We've got people who would rather believe in that book, those big books of bad ideas, rather than science. We've taught our children that, oh, well, facts aren't really facts. I remember Rudy Giuliani saying that. Truth is not always truth. Huh? So, if I tell you your car has 4 wheels, you can dispute that? We get the fake news. Everything's fake news. The problem with that is there are people who have been trained, who have gone to school, who have done the work to be the leading leaders in certain situations. I don't want to hear from my conspiracy theory ass cousin when it comes to a pandemic. No, I'm talking to the doctor. The guy with the male or female with 5 degrees in virology and biology and microbiology. What the fuck am I gonna listen to my cousin who dropped out of high school but is forwarding shit on Facebook? What the fuck? What are we doing right now? And I try to genuinely try when I do these videos, I try to make it to where there is a level of intelligence and there's a level of conversation that can be had about anything. But the problem is certain shit is what it is. Okay? That's it. It just is what it is. And unless you have been to school, a medical school, to become a doctor, or you have a bachelor's or a master's or a PhD in education, or you have studied history, Facts don't change. It's the problem we have right now. People want to lawyer up history. Oh, this didn't happen that way. Oh, that was states' rights. Oh, well, you know, Martin Luther King showed up and racism just magically disappeared. No! No! It didn't happen that way. And you end up making yourself crazy because you have to fight this shit on a day-to-day basis, because now we have what is called social media. We have Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok and YouTube, and just like I am currently making this video, anybody can make a video, anybody can make a meme, anybody can make anything to make themselves sound like they know what the fuck they're talking about. When in actuality, no. Now, you want to debate about something in history? Fine, but understand, it's called history because it's already fucking happened. There are a lot of people that don't realize that the 15th Amendment, if I'm not mistaken, the 15th Amendment, which allowed black folks to be treated as citizens and humans, is also the basis for the reason that we have corporations are people. Look it up. I'm not making it up. Look it up. Dr. Anthony Fauci has been fighting viruses for longer than a lot of people have been alive. He was one of the leading faces of fighting the AIDS crisis in the 80s and 90s. I'm going to believe Fauci before I believe whatever the fuck her goofy ass name is, the one with the fucking demon sperm lady. I'm not going to fucking listen to demon sperm lady, because number one, at a certain point when you start talking and shit comes out of your mouth, my higher brain functions make me think, this is some bullshit. Ooh, this don't sound right. This is wrong. There are people who are trained for things that make them the elite in this country. The problem is we have a country full of people who have denigrated anything elite except when it comes to something they want or something they enjoy. I am not a race car driver. I'm just not. So I would listen to a guy like Richard Petty or Jeff Gordon or Dale Earnhardt Jr. about the ins and outs of driving a race car. I would listen to him because I'm not a race car driver. I have played basketball in the past. My knees are too shot now to do it. But I don't know how to handle championship pressure. So if LeBron James or Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant wanted to teach me how to handle that level of pressure during that championship moment, I would listen to them, because I am not playing for a championship title. I am not a baseball player. Played some a little bit, but it's mostly been softball. So I don't know the schematics or the trajectory range on how to throw the perfect slider. So if Greg Maddux or Randy Johnson or Kurt Schilling wanted to teach me that, I would listen to them, because I don't know how to throw the perfect slider. That's sports. In politics, it's a matter of research. It is a matter of being a student of history. So I can have a political belief because I've researched it. But if I come to you, I'm running for state Congress, whatever the fuck. Hi, my name's Thomas Bishop. I'm running for state Congress. And I give you a bunch of shit you think you already know, but you don't do any fucking research because I'm the expert, because I'm running for Congress. You're a fucking idiot if you listen to me. You're an even dumber idiot if you don't research the shit that I'm telling you. We live in a society right now that is completely perfectly okay with people telling shit that they don't know a fucking thing about. And we'd rather listen to them because the hard fact of the matter is we don't want to listen to the experts. Because for some reason they make us feel dumb. And I don't understand that. I do not understand that. How is a well-trained doctor making you feel bad about something? If you had brain cancer, you wouldn't want some idiot that researched brain fucking surgery on Facebook to fucking do your surgery. You would flip the fuck out. Some guy comes in with a beard and he's like, oh, you know, I didn't graduate medical school, but I did some research on Facebook. You would lose your shit. You would walk the fuck out the building. But you know better than Dr. Anthony Fauci. Notice what the first part of his name is. Dr. Anthony Fauci. You know better than him. Oh, but that isn't enough. So you know, deep down in your heart, you don't know as much as Dr. Anthony Fauci. So you'll believe anybody who will encourage your stupidity. They will encourage it. That's where Dr. Emmanuel comes from. What the fuck? And we do that with teachers. We do that with scientists. We do that with politicians. We do that with anybody that disagrees with what we think we know. We always do that. We never do listen to the people who know better. Teachers have to teach to the test now. We don't teach history. We don't teach science. We don't teach mathematics. We teach to a test. And in that regard, test answers change all the fucking time. So it doesn't matter whether or not, oh, test A had these answers and test B has these answers. So it's kind of like we started doing our fucking knowledge a la carte. Same way we do with our news. Same way we do with our news. Do you realize, I don't care if it's CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, I guess One American Network, the daytime hours are all news on every single station because news is usually made during the day. At a certain time, 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, whatever, everything after that becomes opinion. So Sean Hannity is giving you his opinion. He don't know shit. Tucker Carlson is giving you his opinion. He don't know shit either. Those are opinion pieces. They have facts sprinkled the fuck in. The same way you would sprinkle fucking candies on top of a fucking cupcake. The cake itself is built during the day. So if the president comes out and goes, well, you know, we have less deaths, we're doing more we're doing more testing. You can fucking research that and find out whether or not it's true. And then at night, when you listen to a guy like Hannity or Tucker Carlson or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon or Chris Cuomo, at night, they're giving you their opinion. It's based in fact, but it's not factual. There is a difference. I got a good friend of mine who has a doctorate in education. A doctorate in education. What the fuck why would I let somebody who doesn't even have a fucking GED tell me more than she does? Are you out of your mind? Why would you do that? She has studied and went to school and got her master's and her PhD in education. So she knows shit. Meanwhile, you over here listening to fucking cousin so-and-so who keeps passing out conspiracy theories. Let me get one thing fucking straight. Pizzagate's not a thing. There you go. Pizzagate's not a thing. Jeffrey Epstein's Jeffrey Epstein's files are going to reveal a bunch of rich people did a bunch of nasty things with a bunch of children. That's it. That is it. He's not going to bring down the liberal establishment. He's not going to bring down the Republican establishment. He's going to reveal that there are a bunch of rich folks did nasty shit with kids. You need to get used to that. Get used to it. There's not going to be any big revelation. It's not going to help either fucking side. It's rich folks doing rich folks shit. Because Jeffrey Epstein was a rich dude. Period. And pedophilia is a disgusting fucking thing and ain't got shit to do with the LGBTIAQ community. Fuck on. But I digress. You have to get out of your own head. You need to be honest with yourself. You do not know everything. If I want to talk to someone about sex trafficking and human trafficking and the sacrifices and the psychological aspects of that, I'm going to go find somebody to talk to about that. Or I'm going to research it on my own, or both. If I have a cough, or something's wrong with my brain, or I broke something, I'm going to go to a doctor. I want my daughter to get the best education possible. So I'm going to talk to teachers because she has special needs. So I'm going to talk to teachers who are versed in and trained in dealing with special needs children. If I want to know something outside of that, I don't know how to pull out an engine. I don't know how to change my brakes. But if a guy who I've been trained on taking out this type of engine, I've been trained on putting this type of transmission in, I'm going to talk to him. And if he can teach me something, then that's fine. If I want to talk about medicine, I'm going to talk to a doctor. I'm not going to talk to a fucking flake or a quack. I'm not going to do all of that. People need to get over themselves. Americans really need to get over themselves. Our sense of importance is disgusting. It's really, really fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. We're not that damn important. We're not. And again, when you look at history, doesn't change. Facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. They don't. I tell myself that. We have never had a socialist society in America. Yet every year, every election, somebody is saying, this person is going to bring about socialism. We've never had it in America. Never. Every year, every election, we have people selling guns on the idea of a tyrannical government. There was a coup d'etat, an actual coup d'etat on American soil in Wilmington, North Carolina. Look it up. We have cops wearing no insignia except for police, snatching up protesters in Portland. Having facts fed to you by somebody who they make money off of your ignorance is the reason people don't understand why in the fuck people say Black Lives Matter. It is the reason people don't understand the concept of defund the police. Oh, what you gonna have? A whole citizenry where ain't gonna be no police anarchy will happen. No. What they're saying is take away the fucking tanks and the fucking grenade launchers and shit like that. I did a video on that. Look it up. This is number 4 in my 5 most important videos. And if you want to know what it's about elitism versus commonality. If you have not been trained in something, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about at all. You have no fucking idea. You should listen to the people who have been trained in those things. I want professors and doctors and shit. If I'm being accused of murder, I want an elite lawyer. I don't want some motherfucker that, oh, well, I took a couple classes online at Liberty University. I took a couple classes. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lawyer. Nah, you gotta go. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I want elites. And our problem is we have made everything dumbed down to our own mindset and thinking and our own fucking beliefs. If they don't believe what we believe, then they aren't good. They're not elite. It's fake news. It's bullshit. It is bullshit. And people get paid off of your ignorance. Big time. They get paid off of your ignorance. And the way they get paid off of your ignorance is when you spread stupid shit with no research. I made a post on I fucking shared a post on Facebook from National Public Radio. Remember them? About how Dr. Anthony Fauci is getting death threats and his children are being harassed because he's not towing the party line. He is not making the president look good. He is doing his fucking job. That is a damn shame. And we have a society full of people that think this is perfectly okay. Facts can be changed. No, they can't. They can't. There is a big burning ball of gas and heat in the sky. And it's been sitting there longer than everybody's been alive, and it'll be here long after a lot of people are not here anymore. It's called the sun. Sometimes we're so close to it, it's hot. Sometimes we're so far away from it, it's cold. That's called the Earth's rotation. It is not whatever the fuck you want to think it is. And my last video is going to be the most controversial one that I make. I'm telling you that right now. I'm letting you know exactly what it's about. Because this problem stems from the other problem, which is religion. And unfortunately, a lot of people seem to think that their faith makes them better than others. Like Dr. Anthony Fauci. So, to end this, I will say this. There is a reason people go to school for training. There is a reason people go to school for medicine and for the law and for science and for education. There's a reason they do that. It's a passion of theirs. It is something they wanted to do. They wanted to do it to better society as a whole. Without laws, without lawyers, even if you dislike what they do, without them, there'd be a whole lot of people suffering in jails right now for shit that they didn't do. Without the teachers who go in on a day-to-day basis to train your child, there'd be a whole lot of stupid children running around loose. And without doctors, there'd be a whole lot of people dying for no reason whatsoever. You owe them that respect. You owe them respect of the years and the sacrifices that they created and made so that they could serve your ass. Mark Zuckerberg is going to make billions of dollars off of Facebook. And he has monitors over dumb shit. You can't post Nazi paraphernalia. You can't post racial epithets. You can't post these things. So for you to listen to somebody who, under any other normal circumstance, would be laughed out of a room, for you to listen to that person for your knowledge, for your intellect, for your beliefs to be reaffirmed, for you to do that, you are betraying society as a whole. You are the reason we can't have nice fucking things. Your cousin, who barely cracked open a book in school, is not the same as Anthony fucking Fauci. Sorry. I don't care how much he knows. I don't care how cool he is when he gets high and he starts talking about the metaphysical, the Illuminati. I don't give a fuck how great he sounds when he's doing that. The fact of the matter is, if he don't know because he ain't been trained, then he has an opinion, just like Sean fucking Hannity. I will leave the well-being of myself and my family to experts. You can do what you want, but understand that you're doing it with the knowledge that that shit is stupid. It is ignorant and retarded, and you are perpetuating the lies that are told to you. Dr. Anthony Fauci has been fighting fucking viruses for 20 and 30 fucking years. Your simple ass is listening to some woman with a fucking doctor's clinic and a church right next to each other, who's talking about bleach water, hydrochloroquine, and I don't know, fish oils, eggs, or whatever the fuck, as your person who you're gonna believe is this pandemic isn't happening. That makes you no better than her. No better. Perhaps you should think about that before you start forwarding this stupid shit. Damn. Suck less.